Hey, I'm Heath.
And I'm Keller.
And we're from Holy+Gold, and you're watching SoundlinkTV.
What's up, everybody? Trading here with SoundlinkTV once again. This time at the Radio Room in Greenville, South Carolina, with the band Holy+Gold. How you guys doing?
Doing well.
Doing very good, thank you.
Okay, just introduce yourselves to our viewers real quick and what you guys do exactly.
I'm Heath. Play drums in Holy+Gold.
Keller, I sing in Holy+Gold.
Okay, sweet. So you guys are on this run right now with Zayo and everything, classic band and everything. So how's the crowd been treating you guys? How's this run been with those guys?
So far, it's been really good. Been a good turnout. It's awesome to see some old friends and see a bunch of kids that are coming out that are much older than the normal group, because obviously these are older bands and things like that, so it's been fun.
Okay. Now you guys just dropped a new song recently, and I believe you guys have some new music coming out, so we want to talk a lot about that. I help you guys promote this record and stuff you guys are working on. And so what can you tell us about that? What have you guys been working on, and when can fans expect some of that stuff?
We've been writing a lot lately, over pretty much this year has just been a lot of writing. We have about eight or nine, I guess, new songs in the works. But this new thing is coming out is it's called Everything Needs Something, I Need Your Light. It'll be out July 1st through Mind Over Matter Records. It's kind of, I guess, the first point where we've taken our sound or found our sound or whatever it is, dealing with more like personal items of our lives, personal issues or whatever you want to call it. So yes, for me personally, it's taken on a lot more heart and a lot more. There's more meat to this than almost anything I've ever done personally. So I think the crowds, I guess my answer for your last question, I think they're still seeing this kind of like deer in the headlights look, but the responses are awesome. I think they're just trying to take it in, what the hell are these guys doing? Because the last thing we heard was a little more chilled out, and now it's a little more raw and undone feeling, or aggressive, I guess, whatever the key words are there that people pick up on. But I think for our new stuff, you can expect a little heavier, a little more personal as far as the content goes. It's tapping into the shit that we I guess most people would kind of keep secret or kind of hide, bury. We kind of just put it all on the table. This is who we are. This is what you get when you hear our stuff. So I think a lot of bands do that, but I feel like we're going super personal to the point of embarrassment sometimes.
Now, is this a band that because you guys have been doing this for a while? You guys come from different bands and stuff, from the old Solid State days and all that. So was this a project when you guys got this going that you wanted to take seriously and keep putting out music? Was this something you guys just want to get together, have some fun, see where it went, type of thing?
It actually started from when Keller got married. I actually married him and his wife, and we just started talking about playing music again, and we got together with a friend of ours, Brandon, who was the original guitar player in the band, from Brendan Henderson from the Chariot. And us three started kind of just playing around with some older things we had written, and then Justin, that also played in the Glass Ocean, started playing with us, and we started enjoying it a little bit more, I think, and then started taking it a little more seriously, I guess.
Yeah, it was kind of our idea, and we had some ideas. We had songs written, a lot of stuff. We've been friends for I don't know how long now, half our lives probably, and so we had a bunch of songs, and we just want to play music again. Oops. And we just want to play music again because we had our last band was called the Glass Ocean, and we had kind of stopped that once our lives got busy and kids and families and stuff. And we just naturally evolved. We obviously, recruited our friends that we were in bands before, the people we hang out with every day. Our band's kind of like a family band. We all spend time together all the time. We all live relatively close to each other, and we work together. Scotty and Durr live, a mile from my house, and so it was just like, hey, let's get all of our friends together that we're already best friends. Like, why are we not playing music right now? Like, we should do it. We've all done this, we've all toured and been in bands for years together. Like, or separate bands, but toured together. Like, why are we not doing this together? So, kind of was just like a natural progression. I think we do plan. I mean, I think for like a band that's like as inactive as we are, just due to life, I think we take ourselves musically very, very seriously. Personally, I don't think we take ourselves seriously at all. Like, everything's kind of a joke, but our music we care a lot about, and so we do take that very seriously and try to put everything into it, which hopefully it translates through these new songs you're hearing.
Yeah. So I just want to tie that in with the album and stuff, with the writing and the focus of the band. Did the writing for this record come with the direction of the band? If you're trying to take it more seriously and stuff, did that influence the writing process more than the last one, trying to make it do a little bit more? I don't know what the word is. Just tighten it up more, or go into some more personal things. Since this is a more serious project than just putting something out there for people to listen to.
I think we've always, as musicians, or like the musicianship part of it, like, for me personally, like, I always like to have I like to leave little mistakes. I like to show I like to be kind of transparent and honest in the music. But yeah, I think as musicians or whatever, like, just the way we are, we're ingrained. Like, we were touring like road dog people. That was our lives for a long time. It was just every single day you wake up, you play a show. So I think we're kind of ingrained in that side of professionalism that there is. But we were so far removed from it for so long that it was kind of like starting a band again. Like, we like your first band. We were practicing in my tool shed where I keep my lawnmower, and we moved my Harley and my lawnmower and my shit out of the way so we can get practice.
It's like literally a garage band then at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like being a garage band again, but still in the back of your mind, it's like, we can't just put this out. Like, we've got to keep pushing until it's exactly the way it needs to be. So I think, musically, yes, we take everything very seriously and try our best. Whatever. Like, we're our manager warned a guy that was doing a video, some stuff for us. He's like, yeah, these guys aren't in a very known band right now. He's like, but they're, not necessarily hard to work with, but very particular. Like, they have a very high standard for things, and we do. Like, we have a very high standard for stuff, even though we're kind of budget musicians, and it is more of at this point, it's more of like a hobby that it's like, you got guys that collect fishing poles and knives, and they take it seriously. So they buy the best knives. We try to do the best job we can with what we have. So.
That's a tip. Even though you guys have been in the music business for a while, that's a good tip for any newer band to take. From day one, whether you've done stuff in the past or not. Just take yourself seriously, act professional. I mean,
that's stuff you learn though. Like, that's like, day one touring. I didn't know that shit. Like, I was the guy that was packing up my pedal board on stage or whatever, taking my time, and it's like, we got 10-minute set change and I'm up there for 15, 20 minutes, like, hold on, man, like wipe my strings down, like that kind of shit. Like, you don't learn that stuff overnight. Like, that's from 10, 12 years of touring. You learn how to be, efficient, and, you learn the, certain respects you have for other people, you know what I mean? Like, and you don't come in acting like you got the biggest dick in the room because you're in a cool band or whatever, like, you learn your place. I think that's what we retained from then, obviously, and even now we're even more humbled at the fact that we've been out of this for so long, and yet we have our friends that didn't give up, didn't quit, or didn't stop, and they're still willing to take us out and play shows with us, and are excited about what we're doing. So we're even more humbled and even more accommodating if we can be, and yeah, I mean, we've for a band that's been around for as little as we have, to have played, shows like Manchester Orchestra, and I don't even know, we're on this tour with Zayo, and did some shit with Every Time I Die, and just the fact that we've we haven't had to be the local band. You know, like we're in a local band place, but we haven't had to be the local band, which is
We've been very
pretty
lucky.
We've been super lucky. Yeah.
All right. All right, sweet. So something else I want to talk about is, you know, not necessarily like your backgrounds or anything, but how the scene has changed from when you guys started till now. You know, the whole like, you know, the Christian, you know, trendy. It was time for. It's cool to be in a Christian heavy band. You know, who would have thought that would be like, you know, a popular thing to do. So, and then that sort of like is going away and stuff. So how have you seen like this whole heavy music scene change with all these trends and stuff and what bands are doing, but bands are saying and stuff like that? How have you seen it go from that point to this point today?
As far as the trends, I mean, I think just the natural progression is just, you know, we're older, so our fans are older, and, you know, with Christian hard, heavy music, that whole thing, I guess it was kind of trendy for a while. I'm not sure that you had to be Christian, but it certainly helped for a long time. And I don't know that anybody's getting away from that so much, but I just don't think that it matters as much if you are or if you're not. And so it's kind of nice to, I guess, have that option to not, you know.
What's up?
Scotty Henry,
What's up?
he plays with us as well.
Okay. Yeah, so we were talking about the new music and the stuff going on and stuff. So what's been your takeaway from the new music you guys are writing and everything?
It's a lot. The new songs they're a lot newer than the EP.
They are newer.
Yeah,
They're newer.
we wrote them more recently.
All right, sweet. So
We wrote these songs that we're putting out now after we wrote the EP.
That's key.
Is that what you're saying?
That's key.
Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying? Yeah, that's true.
that is very important.
We're older.
And we also
Yeah,
have
that's what's
aged.
weird.
We've aged since then too.
So we're older, but the songs are newer. So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's true. We are older and the songs are younger.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that line from, what's it called?
lines anyway.
No.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
We keep getting older, but the songs keep getting younger, you
I know
know.
what you're talking about. Yeah. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah, I think it's Can't Hardly Wait.
So what do you guys?
It's a Lincoln car commercial.
Lincoln Park. Lincoln Park.
No, it's that one that David Duchovny's driving the Lincoln,
Yeah.
Oh, I wish.
and he
Yeah.
said you'd be a lot cooler if you did.
You did? Yeah.
Right.
All right,
You guys all have Lincolns, right?
Well, older Lincolns because of the price,
I
but
worked for a guy that had every year Ford gave him a brand new Lincoln, and he had a whole parking deck full of Lincolns, like 30 plus Lincolns. It was.
he's also in our band. He's just rolling through here. He's a roller skater.
Everybody's just popping in right now.
Yeah, a human roller. He's a human roller skater.
Hey guys. I'm in this group.
Yeah, so after this tour right here and stuff, the new album and everything, what do you guys have going on for the rest of the year besides the music and all that?
There's just more shows, mostly one-off stuff like this. Maybe some 3 to 7 day type stuff, but nothing really big. I think we're still kind of in the cahoots with how long we would tour, you know, at a time, which obviously keeps us limited. But you know, again, we're old as shit and have kids and wives and house notes and shit like that. So, but we're writing and putting out more and more music, just I guess consecutively and just consistently putting out new music. And if that goes well, I'm sure we'll play more and more and more and expand where we're actually playing.
You guys, thanks for your time today. Looking forward to the new record. When's it coming out again?
The 1st of July, so July 1st. Yes. Everything Needs Something, I Need Your Light is the next thing to hit.
7-inch. It'll be a 2-banger. We're doing 2 bangers from now. Like we've been toying with the idea of doing like a full length. But I think in today's market, with the attention spans that people have, and also the time limits we have, it kind of makes sense that we just do 2 bangers here and there. So we have a schedule set up to release songs every few months, and maybe that'll keep people interested and it'll keep us in a time frame we can actually operate in. So, but the next one is July 1st.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for your time today, and looking forward to seeing you guys later tonight and listening to the new stuff.
All right, thanks.
All right. Trent with Soundlink TV here with Holy Gold. Thanks for watching.